What is going on, guys? My name is Norwal Gaming, and today I am bringing you a Tilty Weevil deck. That is right, the tiltiest character in all of Duel Links. I will be bringing you a deck that I used to love running with a few minor upgrades. So, I'll be going over the deck with you, and I'll be showing you one or two replays on the deck, showing you how it did in battle, literally, because that's what you do. You duel people in Yugioh Duel Links. And there's an event open that I was not expecting. Oh my god, the KC Cup. Alright guys, well, I'm just going to skip through all this because I was not expecting to be recording when this popped up, nor did I know this was coming out today. So we will have to check this out. And Roland is as hype as always. Look at him with the sweat beating off his face. I loved the other KC Cup. Hopefully I can participate in this KC Cup. I don't know the rules and whatnot. I think you had to reach King of Games. No, so I think I can participate in the first stage. And obtained by proceeding to the second stage. Okay. So that'll be interesting. I'll definitely have to check that out later, but as I was saying, guys, here is the deck. So you're going to want Parasite, Infestation, for the deck skill. And I like to run two defensive monsters that have 2,000 defense, which would be Cocoon of Evolution and Giant Soldier of Stone. You could run 2 cocoons or 3 cocoons or 2 cocoons and 1 Giant Soldier Stone. Doesn't matter. I like to run a Nimble Musasababalape, which is 500 damage whenever they destroy it, and then you could summon him to the other side of the field, which could pair with Attack and Receive, because if you summon this guy to the other side of the field, they will most likely directly attack you if this is your only monster, and then once you get direct attacked for only 500 damage, you can attack and receive them back. I run 2 Draining Shields. This card comes in clutch a lot. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate that attack, and if you do, gain LP equal to the target's attack. Windstorm shifts all monsters in defense position. Floodgate Trap Hole. When your opponent summons a monster, change the map monsters to face down defense position. Monsters change to face down defense position by this effect cannot change their battle positions. So it essentially takes up an entire board space for them in the monster zone, and they have to tribute it off to get rid of it. And if they only run 1 or 2 tribute monsters, that will be problematic for them. I run a Lava Golem, because why not in a Weevil deck? 2 Mask of the Accursed, 1 Burning Lands, a Gravity Axe, a Panda that goes with this Gravity Axe, and an enemy controller for those times that you need an enemy controller, as well as a Mirror Wall and a Jade Insect Whistle. So, let me see if I can do this right and pull up replays correctly on the first attempt. Shouldn't be that hard. Dual replays. Let's see, who did I verse yesterday? Okay, so I'm going to guess it's the only 2 ones that say Weevil. So we're going to do the Weevil versus Taya Gardner. And so, I believe the Weevil versus Joey battle was a little harder than this one, but this one was still entertaining nonetheless. I'm not the highest rank right now, but this deck is still a pretty good deck, I would say, for gold tier most likely, and maybe even platinum, depending on if you change it around a little bit. I might have to tweak it as I go through the tiers. So I'm going second, and let's see how this turns out. So we open up with a Mask of the Curse, Gravity Axe, and 2 Attack and Receives. You usually want to start off with a 2,000 defense monster, obviously, but I just end up not doing that. So, we're going to try to make the best of a bad situation. She summons a monster and attack position. A monster is Dimensional Alchemist. She activates the effect, sets 2 face downs, and ends her turn. So I, being the smart person that I am, set some Nimble Musasababade. I Mask of the Accursed her D-Alch, which I think gets negated. It does. So she twisters the Mask of the Accursed, which, I don't know, that's kind of an odd play, but kind of not. I can see where she's coming from because she wants to attack, but she still takes 500 life point damage. I set both attack and receives, and I'm going to save the Gravity Axe for another time. Maybe when I get a Panda, or maybe if I get a Windstorm, I flip all of her monsters to defense, and then I can just, you know, whatever. So she gets rid of my Parasite through Dialk's effect, but Musabi goes off. I do not trigger the summoning to her side because I felt like I was in a bad position with only one card in my hand, and she had 2 and a face down. And I only have 2 face downs, and both of my face downs are just attack and receive. So I didn't want to try and give her a tribute, and I didn't really want to deal with any more monsters. As she tributes off for Air Knight Parshath, I let this go through to trigger attack and receive. I did not Draining Shield this because I have no idea. I wanted to save Draining Shield until I absolutely needed it because I felt like that was the best option. I activate my Burning Lands. She's going to take 500 life point damage next turn. So that's definitely a good thing. Burning Lands also helps out with a lot of decks that run field spells, as it destroys the field spell as well when it is activated. As you can see, when this card is activated, if there are any field spell cards on the field, destroy them. During each player's standby phase, the turn player takes 500 damage. So she summons a Karibo. I guess she thought she won right there, and she's trying to BM me, which is hilarious. She takes 700 and then 300 from attack and receive, because 300 from the one in the grave, 700 for the normal effect attack and receive. She attacks with the Air Knight, and I say, no, ma'am. I Draining Shield that ish right away. And right now she's got to be nervous because she realizes that she screwed up with summoning the Karibo. I'm going to set my Windstorm after taking 500 damage from Burning Lands. She will now be down to 300 life points, and I just have to survive this turn, as long as she doesn't destroy Burning Lands somehow, which she does not, I don't believe. And she triggers life cost 0. I'm not sure what that had to do with anything. I guess she thought she won again. I have no idea. I Windstorm her, and it's basically over from here. I decide to summon the Panda and use Gravity Axe with the Panda and attack into the Karibo, as you will see in a second, for a nice 2,600 damage. I don't think she stops it. I think she could have stopped it, but I think she chose not to because she realized Burning Lands was going to burn her out, and I just don't think she wanted to deal with it. So, that is the first battle. We're going to take a look at the second battle against Joey Wheeler. This one was a little more entertaining. I did not open up good this hand either, but somehow made it work. No idea how. I was kind of nervous in the first half of this duel because he had a field spell. He was running Warriors, and Warriors are usually pretty good right now, especially in the lower levels. So I'm going to go first in this duel, and let's see what we open up with. Like I said, he's running Fields of the Warrior, the new Joey skill. I open up with a Mask of the Accursed, attack and receive, Windstorm, and a Jade Insect Whistle. So I'm going to use my Jade Insect Whistle right away to try and get 1,000 points of life point damage off. And he does not have any other insects in his deck, so that works out for me. I'm going to set attack and receive, and I'm going to set Windstorm, just in case he tries to pull any, like, triple summon shenanigans. I don't know what he could possibly do. But we're not taking any chances. We're going to set Windstorm. Parasite's effect goes off, and that's 1,000 damage. As he triggers two-man cell battle, he summons an Air Knight a Fire King Avatar Yaksha. I trigger attack and receive. I let it go through because I didn't seem it necessary to trigger my Windstorm. I'm going to Mask of the Accursed as Yaksha because I don't want him attacking again. And I don't think this deck runs a lot of tribute monsters, so it should be on the field for a few turns at least. And if it doesn't run any tribute monsters, he's absolutely host, because now that deck space is locked up. He tries to Beast Rising, and the amazing thing is that Parasite turns them all into insect types, not beast types. So Beast Rising does absolutely nothing. I stall with my Econ, and I set with my Mirror Wall. I get 500 chip damage with Mask of the Accursed. I Mirror Wall him. He only does 850. I'm down to 1350. I do 500 life point damage again. I can't pay for the wall. I send up my panda, and there's game with 2k attack, ladies and gentlemen. That is all from me. I will be seeing you next time. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on what you want to see next to the channel. And I'm signing out. Peace.